Hey, I hope you guys are doing good today. We are going to be watching Is the Conjuring House Actually Haunted? And I have watched quite a few videos of people coming here, and I've watched the movie and kind of know the story about it. But I have recently come across GroovyGavin, and I really enjoy his videos of trying to I don't know. I kind of feel like he's just like a normal guy almost, like going and checking this stuff out. So he's kind of entertaining as well. He's pretty funny. But I thought this would be kind of a fun one to watch, just, in the spirit of October and Halloween. I just figured this would just be kind of a fun watch. If you do get a chance, I'd appreciate if you can leave a like and subscribe. It helps me out a bunch, and I will have Groovy Gavin's video linked in my description below, so be sure to give him a like and subscribe. He is a very, very fun, entertaining channel. All right, let's see what happens with him and go into the Conjuring house.
Right behind me is the Conjuring house, which might be the most haunted house in the world. That's why every YouTuber has gone here and somehow had something insane happen.
This is freak out.
And it's extremely hard to know if what they're recording is real or just completely fake. So my goal is to capture some of the craziest evidence of ghosts while being completely alone and recording and posting every single hour. So there's no possible way that I can fake anything that happens. And
I will be honest, I don't know how I feel about this house. Just because it's super old doesn't mean it's always haunted, because I feel like that's always like a big talking point with this one is they're like, oh, but this house is like over 100 years old. And it's like, well, there's other places that are just as old and aren't haunted. And I think there's like a portal to hell or something in here, and I don't know. I feel like there's a lot going on in this house. But do I entertain the fact that there could be ghosts here? Absolutely, absolutely. And hopefully he did find something, or he just has a cool experience.
I can finally see if the Conjuring house might actually be haunted. I am completely alone. Well, I guess with the spirits. You can't really say alone in the Conjuring house. Hello, spirits. I'm hearing stuff. Oh, dude, this is terrible. Lights flickering, that could just be electricity, but it could be real. It's a very old house, so it's very creaky, and I think a lot of the doors opening, the sounds can literally just be the house. So, before I start hunting these...
That is also very fair to say. I mean, this is a very old house. I mean, I'm sure it makes lots of noises.
Ghost myself, I think it's important that I go over exactly what happened here. In the movie, there's a family that moves into this house and keeps getting bothered by spirits until it gets so bad that the mother of the house gets possessed by a spirit witch
This says, uh-oh, spaghetti.
named Bathsheba. And all of this was based on the true story of this house that I'm in. I know that sounds insane, but bear with me. I got a tour of the house earlier in the day so I could kind of understand what went down.
We call this the seance room because this is where...
Now, I would 100% come here and take a tour, though, because I think that'd be really cool. I do love learning about history of old places, whether it's good, bad, horrific, everything, all of the above. I think history on buildings, homes, stuff like that do kind of have some popularity. I do think it's interesting. So I would 100% go take a tour of this.
Ed and Lorraine Warren actually had their seance. They identified multiple spirits as one as well being malevolent. Lorraine called Bathsheba. The parents in the morning said, we feel the house needs to be cleansed. They came in and they all sat right in here. Almost immediately things started going south.
You saw this. How old were you?
15.
15 years old. What happened during that seance?
It was far more intense than anything that they could have portrayed on film. It did not happen in the cellar. It happened in the dining room. They brought a priest and a medium with them to the house. They inadvertently opened a door that they could not close. The medium invited the spirits in, and with them.
Oh, so the medium messed it all up for him. So the medium is to blame for this. But let me know, do you guys believe in all the stuff with the Conjuring house? What are your thoughts on this?
came something which attacked my mother. It spoke through her in a language that does not exist on this planet, and it levitated her in the chair that she was in, and within a split second when it was done, curling her body into a ball you would have expected to hear bones breaking. It threw her into the adjacent parlor.
After the Warrens left, everything continued.
So that apparently is the true story of this place.
I feel like these stories are incredible. And I don't mean that like sarcastically. I mean, I really do think that they do sound incredible. And unfortunately, I guess without some sort of validation of how true it is, I could only take it with a grain of salt. But if it was true, I mean, that's horrifying. How much of it was glorified? Like I have no idea. So I don't know. These are the struggles that I have. Okay, like this. I love everything about stuff like this, but I do have just that part of me that is just like not believing in it, but I'm not judging, and I'm not, trying to discredit anybody either. It's just more of like I just kind of take it as I see it and enjoy it. I'm more of like I just enjoy the story, and I'm not here to kind of like crap on anybody by any means. It's just a more of an entertainment thing for me than it is like this is going to keep me up at night sort of thing either.
Which makes me significantly more terrified now that I'm here alone. But I need to get a few things straight. Obviously, the family was real, as you saw. Ed and Lorraine were real. And even Bathsheba was a real person. But she wasn't an accused witch. So what spirits are here then? So apparently all these YouTubers that come here run into the same exact spirits. And there's different...
I will say Bathsheba's name is one of my favorite names, though. She had Bathsheba, like that's a dope ass name.
Here then. So apparently all these YouTubers that come here run into the same exact spirits, and there's different ones in each room that I'll go over later and try to talk with, obviously, to prove that this place is haunted. But already I was a little more skeptical of my guide.
You're gonna see what lights flicker throughout the night, especially if I'm talking about certain things, because they like emphasizing points. 2 of them died at very young ages. Thank you for correcting me. Of natural causes.
I don't know about you, but I feel like this might happen just because it's an old house.
Right.
And this is going to be for you.
I do feel like there's probably a lot that you can kind of exclude from being paranormal because this house is so old. Like, I mean, it's so old. I mean, I feel like you're gonna hear lots of noises. Probably the power isn't maybe like the best out here. I definitely feel like that's something to take into consideration before you feel like you got to change your pants.
Did you do that?
Do what? Oh,
They're after you, man.
Because the door literally just swung closed and stopped like that.
I almost thought this guy pushed the door, if you look at his arm here, but I don't think he did. So I think this is also maybe the house being old, or maybe it was slightly weird. Maybe the ghosts were already trying to attack with a door. Now that I know why this place is supposedly haunted, it was time to see for myself. I got all the ghost gear that most people use when coming to this house, starting with literally just twist on, twist off flashlights. And I took these and headed to the first of many terrifying rooms. I'm gonna be fully transparent with you guys. I turned these half on, half off, but they shouldn't turn on when they shake, so there's like it's not just gonna fully turn on randomly. I hear this is where Abigail liked to be.
Abigail usually hangs out here. She's the matriarch of the house. Some nights
Okay.
quiet as nothing. Nothing happens at all, and it's just a chill night. Other nights, they'll open doors. You'll hear footsteps. You'll hear laughter and giggles of children.
Abigail, I gotta say, I am a big fan.
What would you do if you heard like some little kid laughing and there shouldn't be any little kids around? Like, would that scare you? Or if you heard like little pitter patter feet running around, like, would you freak out?
I do want to see something. I want to be completely honest with you. I want to see something crazy tonight. I want to see a chair get knocked over. Are there spirits in a different room that would want to talk with me? I keep hearing creaks up directly above us. I was spending about 30 minutes in each of these first rooms where stuff doesn't always happen. So I could get to the rooms that genuinely terrified me a bit and where it seemed like something insane always happened.
But one of the things that we do have up here are a couple of...
What did that say?
Genuinely terrified
Hold
me
on.
a bit, and where it seemed like something insane always happened.
But one of the things...
For real this time, stop with the...
things that we do have up here are a couple of children. One of them specifically is Henry. He's around 9
like
years
this cameraman
old.
does it on
Allegedly,
purpose.
He drowned in the area. You'll hear footsteps and him running back and forth, and you'll hear something like this.
I just got goosebumps up here. Someone right here. Henry, would you like to play a game with me? Is there anything up here in this room?
Realistically, do you think some of these tour guides do try to tell you things to try to kind of get in your head if you decide to stay here by yourself? Or do you think it's all genuine? I feel kind of torn on that one because we have seen, or I mean, I have seen some places that some ghost hunters have gone to, and then it came out later that like everything was made up and they just wanted to like make some money for the place. There's also places that the stuff they say like doesn't really always make a ton of sense. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I mean, like I kind of like the places that are historical in ways that they, talk about like what the building kind of went through. It started as a bank, it turned into a house, turned into a duplex, whatever, like stuff like that. And they kind of talk about the owners and maybe like some things that have like, supposedly happened there. But I don't know. Sometimes I feel like when they tell some of these stories or they say like, this is like what could happen in here. Sometimes I feel like maybe they're like planting that seed in you so that when you do stay here, like you are kind of already like on edge. And so if you do hear it, like you're probably gonna like freak out. Maybe I'm wrong though.
Right here. Henry, would you like to play?
I also don't blame them for doing that though, because I mean like that is genius.
Up here. Someone right here. Henry, would you like to play a game with me? Is there anything up here in this room? Come on, Henry. I know you want to play. I'm like the scary one. The ghosts are scared of me.
He's the scariest
So
thing
this
in
is the
there.
middle bedroom. I've laid on this bed for investigations, and I literally felt someone tug on my ankle.
Do I want to get my foot tugged? No. Do I want to lay on a bed right now? So, feel free to tug. Pull off one of my shoes. Whoever's in here, slap me in the face. Kinky. Oh, if it's a kid, that was a bad thing to say. Definitely heard something. Is Henry up here? Is Henry up here? Henry, is that you?
Gonna murder you in your sleep. Oh my gosh, that's great.
Henry, is that you?
That doll looks very happy, so I could totally see that happening.
That was a very odd time for a creep. I ended up spending a lot more time in this room and a bunch of other random rooms, but nothing other than me feeling like I got poked and some creaks happened. Feeling weird pokes. I'm not liking this. So I wanted to move on to what I call the Freaky 4, because there's 4 different places and they're freaky. The first one of these is where the actual exorcism of Carolyn happened.
We call this the seance room.
It happened in the dining room. Them came something which attacked my mother.
And that room was also connected to a library.
And this is the library. Some people call it
I like
malevolent.
that library.
Lorraine called it a demon. Between the middle bedroom, the library, and the basement. So that door opening and opening and opening for the past day or so. The latch go up, and then you'll see the door just open like that.
Also, I thought it was about time to use some more equipment. The EMF detector. This thing is supposedly...
Uh-oh. You got a ghost.
This thing senses electromagnetic fields. It's really only when it goes near an on phone. So this is very easy to fake. Run pod. Touch it. It beeps. I'm gonna take the EMF detector. I'm gonna walk around, and wherever it goes off, that's where I will set up the equipment. That seems to be a W strategy.
I don't know how I feel about all the ghost hunting equipment either. Like I think it's cool, but I also feel like there's probably a lot of room to manipulate stuff.
Wherever it goes off, that's where I will set up the equipment. That seems to be a W strategy. I've kept my phone in the other room, or it's charging right there actually, so that it can't be going off randomly. Okay, so this shouldn't go off. It does that when it turns on. All right, well, now I'm alone in the room where someone apparently got possessed. All right, library. This is ring for a kiss. Okay, anyone in the chair?
That was some very aggressive ringing. I just realized some of the titles of the names on these books, like the sexual self, the second sex, like what are these? What kind of reading material do we have going on in here?
Ring for a kiss. Okay, anyone in the chair? Oh, wait. This usually doesn't work at all for me. Is there something you want me to do?
Is that like the real Annabelle one that is on loan? Maybe? Because I know she was traveling.
Dude, something's gotta be in this room.
If you brought Annabelle in and your spirits in your house like weren't necessarily bad ones, like would they be scared of her? And maybe that's why nothing's going on.
This is going off more crazy than I've ever seen. I got a ton of EMF activity here, but literally nothing else. And also, it wouldn't really go off to my questions, just kind of randomly. So I decided to go to the next room and use a piece of equipment that would 100% get me answers on if this place was haunted.
You gave it a 5 out of 6.
It's me, Gavin,
that's pretty high.
We're ghost hunting. Tonight, we're in the Conjuring house in the attic. A lot of people see ghosts here and hit their heads on nails.
Oh my god, that looks dangerous. Holy, look at all the nails sticking out of the top. Oh my gosh. Well, be careful. If you go here and you go up there, be careful. Because if you're, taller than me, which most adults are, I would be very, very careful in here.
A lot of people see ghosts here.
Oh my goodness.
And hit their heads on nails.
I've had things thrown, like I use the mag light when I want to communicate with people. And so in this room,
Hold down this. Like I said earlier, it's hard to know if this stuff is working when it just goes off randomly. Like, I wouldn't say that fully gives me proof, but this thing...
I feel like that's fair, though. Like, if things just randomly go off, but there's not really, like, any rhyme or reason to it, I can see how he feels that way.
Says words, so it's a lot easier to get proof, I guess. It cycles through radio stations where you can pick up a word or phrase, and then I ask questions. Who is here? Is Henry here? Almost sounded like yes, but could have been something else. Henry, do you want to play with the lights? It sounded like no.
That one sounded like no. Kind of. I have I have a very hard time with these though, like as far as hearing things very well, which I wonder if if you were there physically and maybe you can hear stuff better than like what gets picked up. I honestly don't know because I feel or I'm just really deaf.
Where should I go to talk to you guys? Kind of sounded like the woods. Will I get activity in the woods?
See, like that, I didn't hear anything. Like the woods one, kind of, I heard like what, something like that. But the the always, I definitely didn't hear anything.
Woods? Will I get activity in the woods?
Yeah,
Always, maybe? Did Ed and Lorraine try to get rid of you? That was creepy. It sounded like me. And no,
that one did sound like me.
Should I go to the basement? Yeah, kind of sounded like. Can I just get like a yes, maybe?
That one didn't sound like anything to me. That just sounded like garble.
No. Okay. Let me turn on the actual camera. Ouch, my butt cheeks. I'll let you guys be the judge. You can be like, okay, that you're kind of making stuff up. It didn't sound like those words. I was literally trying to best, like, say what I heard. It sounded like, is there somewhere I should go? It sounded like the woods. I'll get a lot of activity. So if I end up actually, this stuff works in the woods, that's a weird coincidence for sure. And in the basement, this is a stretch, what I was saying, but it sounded like on your own, and I said I am on my own, and it said perfect. So basement on my own, I'll go there, and then after, I'll go to the woods. No way.
Uh-oh.
No. Wait.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay.
I now headed down to the basement, which based off people's stories and YouTube videos, seems to be the place where people get the craziest activity.
I'm hearing scratching from what sounds like underneath the rocks right now.
Soldier.
I am Bathsheba. No, okay, I'm good. Turn around.
Oh, wow. I'm like low-key seeing things a little bit.
I will say this basement does look a little creepy though. I mean, like, definitely does not look warm and cozy down here.
Wow. I'm like low-key seeing things a little bit.
In the basement is where they talk about
Big
seeing the
basement.
crooked neck lady. This toy box is from the daycare center years. We don't know who did it, but there's two drawings in here to the drawings that would resemble the crooked neck lady.
Wait, so even down here was the daycare?
No.
This is where they would put you in timeout.
Also, you'll see a little girl all dressed in white. And we believe that's the trickster too. Along with that, you'll hear all different types of grunts, walking, conversations down here, voices of people you know calling you. The SC method in this room is on point.
Because everyone seems to believe this is the most haunted spot, I set up literally all the equipment I have. It was the 4th inning, and the coach just put me in to find ghosts.
We're going all out with this one. We're going all out.
Oh no, the GoPro's at 1%. Jeez, man. I just scared the dickens out of myself. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Hello?
Oh.
Who's here? Is this
Someone's hanging out.
Is this Bathsheba? Yeah, this is the area that freaks me out the most. I haven't even gone into the forest yet. I didn't hit 315 bench PR to be scared in a house. Okay.
POV scared being in a house. I mean, I could understand being a little creeped out, especially if you're by yourself. I mean, it could definitely be a little creepy.
Dude, I feel heavy down here, man. I feel really bad, like I'm not even joking. I'm now in the basement, about to use the spirit box. One, I do want to see. I want to get you guys the most real evidence I can. But two, I really want to collab with Sam and Colby. I've been watching their videos for
Oh, I hope he ends up being able to collab with them because I watched another video from him and he was saying the same thing that he really wants to collab with them.
so long. They seem to experience literally the craziest things. I need you guys to subscribe. I need you guys to follow me on Instagram and tag them on my posts. I'm closing in on 1 million. It's unbelievable.
He has almost 2 million now, so congrats, man, you're doing awesome.
I can't believe I'm able to do this. I've had a YouTube channel since I was like 9 years old, and I'm 21
Oh
now.
my gosh.
This is all I've ever wanted to do, truly. So many people have told me this is not possible, and I believed it for a while, to be honest. Everyone who watches my videos, I love you so much. I'm not even joking. I cannot believe you take time out of your day to watch me.
You know what? He seems like he's a very nice young man. And he has a good sense of humor. He seems like he's a very nice young man.
I love
Be sure to like and subscribe to him.
you so much. I'm not even joking. I cannot believe you take time out of your day to watch me. But this really is what people say works down here. I don't think this was screwed all the way in. Sounded like stop it. Maybe. Is anyone here? Is there anyone other than me down here?
Well, I definitely didn't hear that one.
A little bit sounded like yes. Is Abigail down here? Kind of, maybe? Abigail's not down here. Kind of.
I don't know if we're maybe like a little bit too far from it to really hear everything because my old ears can't hear anything.
Does that mean
Can't hear jack.
Maybe almost? Is this a trickster? Did you like Ed and Lorraine? Danger.
Danger zone.
You're not wanting to talk about them? I don't believe I'm in danger. I have the Lord. What's my dog's name? Are you a good spirit? Alright, I think I'm about to go to the woods. I spent a good few hours down here, and I really just...
He spent a good few hours down here? Oh my gosh. And maybe, I don't know. Yeah, maybe they just are a little shy.
Didn't get as much as I thought I would. Overall, I definitely had some activity in the house, but nothing insane, which was about to change when I headed outside. This feels like a found footage video when I'm filming on this. It's kind of sick.
It does kind of look like that, for sure. It does kind of look like that.
This feels like a found footage video when I'm filming on this. It's kind of sick. There is the Conjuring house. I'm now above a river. I don't know if I'm supposed to be here. I was wandering through the woods looking for these specific graves some other YouTubers had gone to, but I legitimately could not find them, and I was pretty deep into the forest. I didn't want to get lost. All right, I am now just like in the forest. I couldn't find, there's apparently some gravestones. All right, this is literally my last chance. I got this in hand. Hello, I am in the forest. My name is Gavin. Is anybody here?
I mean, I heard something. I don't know if I heard yeah.
That sounded really similar to yeah. Who is out here?
I mean, kind of. It did.
Dad? Is this Abigail's husband? What's your name?
That one did kind of sound like John.
John, maybe?
I'm pretty sure the tour guide had told me this earlier, but I had completely forgot. You just have to take my word for it. But after doing some research, I found out that Abigail's husband was named John, which literally shocked me when I found that out.
Why did you want me to come out here? Go? Go where?
That kind of sounded like an owl. It kind of sounded like an owl. Let's go back.
What's that beeping?
Doesn't help with the REM pod going off though.
It's the REM pod.
I don't know. That sounded like an owl or something to me. REM pod going off though. I don't know. Maybe that's something.
Trickster? Church?
Oh, I thought it said chicken. I am kind of hungry.
Church? The warning? REM pod's going off again. Ow. Sounded like one. Dude, it sounded like warning like 3 times in a row. Like I said, I'm trying to be a skepticist, not believe this, but I'm getting freaked out right now. I don't know if that means the back.
I don't blame him for being a little freaked out though. You know, like this probably would be a little bit freaky. It probably would.
Battery's dying, or that's just going off? It said warning again. It said warning you. Dude, this is freaking me out. I'm not gonna lie.
Look up.
Look up? Caution, maybe? Is this saying warning and caution? Maybe that said caution.
They're trying to like keep you safe or something, you know? Like maybe there is some like bad juju around and they just want you to be safe.
Is this saying warning and caution? Maybe that said caution. Up here? Oh, yes. I need to actually like look up. That was me thinking.
I didn't really get much after this, so I headed back to the house when the sun started to rise.
I do think this house is very pretty though. I do like the aesthetic of this house. What is that in the back? Is that like a guest house? Is that another house? Is that a guest house? Or just like a small building back there?
And my investigation was over.
It's the night after my stay at the Conjuring house.
Alright, I'm gonna be as skeptical as I can. All of this did seem pretty weird, and at times, I was legitimately scared or felt something, but the creaks could have easily just been the house because it's old as. Same with the lights flickering. The little bit of equipment that did go off could have just been a malfunction, I guess. The EMF could have possibly been detecting my phone, which was a room or 2 away, and I could have been hearing the spirit box wrong, and the answers didn't really line up. I don't think any of this was solid proof. The closest I got was the spirit box saying what sounded to be Abigail's husband's name right after I asked that, and the REM pod going off with that.
I will say that was probably the best that he did was out in the woods as far as like everything else goes. And then he spent hours in the basement and it didn't seem like anything really happened for him.
So I personally would say this place is haunted just because how heavy I felt, the way that I felt, things I felt, which was like getting poked and stuff at times. And I almost felt like I saw things out of the corner of my eye. You could tell me I'm crazy and that I was just really tired and scared, which, yes, those are probably true.
I have everything recorded. I just stopped that video. Full thing, first link in the description. I think you're not meant to prove something like spirits. So, is the Conjuring house actually haunted?
I kind kind of like the way he said that. Like maybe you're not meant to prove things like spirits. Like maybe that's like a personal. Like me, it's more personal, and or maybe they're just more camera shy than others. Maybe he scared them. I don't.
Up to you. That's it. Subscribe, follow my Instagram.
I really enjoyed this video. I thought he did a great job. I mean, I like that he kind of went through every part of the like scary parts of the house that he thought would he like he thought he could get something to have happen. He went out in the woods. I think he was pretty unbiased coming in as far as like he was going to like make something happen or whatever, because I know some channels do get kind of a bad rap for that. So I feel like this is a very honest video in my opinion. I feel like it was very honest, and I think he probably was a little scared. I don't blame him. I also think being alone in a house that you don't know anything about, or like have never really been there, and you only know so much, and I'm sure the tour guide probably scared you a little bit more. But that being said, I think this was great. I mean, I think he came in with a really, really good attitude. So I really enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate you guys being here. Be sure to go and like and subscribe to GroovyGavin. He does just kind of like fun, entertaining videos when it comes to ghost hunting. I've really enjoyed him lately, but his channel is a lot of fun. So be sure to go give him lots of support. That's going to do it for me. I hope you guys had a great day, and I will see you in the next one.